God does not want life just to happen to you. He wants you to be wise with the hours that He has given to you. Letting your job consume every waking hour is not wise stewardship. It might feel like dedication, but it's the opposite of what the scripture is saying. I'm going to share 3 faith-rooted ways that you can stop letting the job consume your life and start reclaiming those hours that belong to you. Have you ever driven home from school and you don't even know how you got there? You're replaying the lesson that you did in class, wondering did you cover everything that you had on your plan? You're rethinking the email that you sent to a parent. You're thinking about all your to-dos for the rest of the week. Then this video is for you. I'm talking about the feeling where your body clocked out and your brain never did. You're sitting in that car, you're sitting at the dinner table, you're watching your kids, supposedly watching your kids at a game, and a movie with friends or your spouse, and mentally, you're in the classroom. The part is, this ends every day of the week. But here's what I really want you to sit with. When was the last time that you was not thinking about grading papers, or actually grading paper, responding to emails, work emails at school, where you genuinely had a moment where you were present with the people you were with, or present with yourself? You were doing something that you love to do outside of teaching. If you can't remember, that tells you something. If you felt a little ouch in your side when I said that, that tells you something too. This isn't just about being tired. This is about a career that has slowly and quietly crept into every corner of your life. You're waiting for someone to give you permission to put up a wall. You're waiting for someone to say, enough for today. In fact, the culture of teaching has told you the exact opposite, that the best teachers give everything. And you do it because you care, because you love teaching, you love the kids, and you love learning. Somewhere between your calling and the current season, your job is not part of your life. It's your whole life. I need you to know that it's not okay. This is not what God designed you for. If you're tired of feeling like your life belongs to the classroom, to the school, and not to you, stay with me, because today we're going to start changing that. Hi, I'm Latysha Mone, a Christian life coach for educators. I help burnout teachers reclaim 10 hours a week and restore their emotional capacity so they can stop surviving and start loving the classroom again. Before we get into strategies, I want you to understand something foundational. Because if we skip this part, it's just not going to stick. The reason the school has taken over your life is not because you're disorganized. It's not because you don't know how to manage your time. I talk to incredibly smart teachers, incredibly capable teachers. The reason is this. The school is designed to fill every space and gap that you leave open. And when no one ever teaches you how to close that space, the school keeps on taking. Add to that a culture that praises the teacher who comes early and leaves late. They're celebrated. The teacher who gives up their lunch break, they're praised. The teacher who works on their lesson plans over the weekend, over breaks, they're called passionate. And when you stop doing those things, you feel like you're a failure. Here's what God is saying in Ephesians 5:15 through 16. He wants us to walk carefully, not as unwise people, but as wise people, making the most of our time. Walk carefully with discernment, with your eyes open to what your time is being spent on. God does not want life just to happen to you. He wants you to be wise with the hours that He has given to you. And here's the hard truth. Letting your job consume every waking hour of your time is not wise stewardship. It might feel like dedication, but it's the opposite of what the scripture is saying. If you're giving every waking hour to the school, where is the time for your family, for your faith, for your health, for your life outside of those school walls? I'm going to share 3 faith-rooted ways that you can stop letting the job consume your life and start reclaiming those hours that belong to you. 3 things that you can start implementing this week. Recognizing that overgiving is not the same as faithfulness. I want to start right here because this is the mindset shift that everything depends on. Until you believe that you are allowed to stop and that stopping is not failure, it's not betraying your students, it's not a sign that you don't care, no system or strategy is going to help you because you're going to find a way around it every time. So we have to start with that belief. Here's the line that has been running in the background of your teaching career. The more you give, the better teacher you are. And I understand why you believe that. Teachers get nominations for Teacher of the Year, and you believe that they're giving everything. And your brain assumes that giving more or giving everything equals to being a great teacher. Here's what no one's telling you about those teachers. They're running on fumes. They haven't had a day off in years. And the only reason why you don't know it, because they're still performing while quietly they're falling apart. I've coached those teachers. I've talked to those teachers. Giving everything until you have nothing left does not make you a better teacher. It makes you an empty one. It makes you less creative, more irritable, more reactive. You're unable to connect with the students that need you the most. Depletion is not dedication. Depletion is depletion. God never called you to pour from an empty cup. You are a steward of the things that He has given you. Your energy, your time, your emotional capacity. Those are gifts that God gave you to manage wisely. You are a vessel, and a vessel that has been drained has nothing left to carry. The first step is to give yourself permission to stop, not when everything is done. Because in teaching, everything is never done. Permission to stop at a designated time. Your life outside of school matters. Your family matters. Your health matters. Your rest matters. Identify the top 3 things that are stealing your time. Once you give yourself permission, the next step is to be honest about where your time is actually going. I've noticed with almost every teacher I've worked with, they're busy all the time, but they couldn't tell me what they're busy doing. The hours just seem to disappear and they don't know where they went. Some teachers have what I call invisible time thieves. These are habits, patterns, and decisions that drain hours without you ever making a choice to let them. And the reason why they're called invisible, because they feel productive. They feel like they're connected to your job, so you don't question them. Let me give you some examples. Redoing materials you already made because you saw something on a teacher board, that's an invisible time thief. Scrolling through teacher groups looking for ideas for a lesson that does not need a new idea, that's an invisible time thief. Rereading emails 3 and 4 times before you respond because you're trying to word things perfectly, that's a time thief. Creating presentations for lessons that a whiteboard explanation would have handled, that's a time thief. None of those things are bad. Some of them are useful sometimes. But when they become behaviors that eat into your after school hours, they become the reason you can't stop working. Here's what I want you to do. Pick one evening and track every school thing you do from the time you get home to the time you go to bed. Write it down or use a note on your phone. Even if you quickly check an email, that goes on the list. At the end of the evening, look at what you wrote. You're going to see patterns. Once you see them, you can make decisions about which ones are worth your time and which ones are quietly stealing it. Walk carefully, walk wisely. Making the most of your time means knowing where it is going. Create a hard stop time and honor it. This is a strategy and it is life-changing when you do it. Not think about it, just do it. Choose a time, let's say 5:30 p.m. Whatever it is, choose it deliberately, then commit. After that time, school does not get your attention. No grading, no lesson tweaking, no emails, no scrolling, teacher resources. When that time hits, school is closed. I know you're thinking, I can't do that. There's too much to do. What about the things that don't get done? What if I fall behind? What about my students? I hear you. There will always, trust me, I know this, there will always be more to do. After many years of teaching, the to-do list has never been fully completed at 5:30 p.m. The question is whether you are going to let, which I like to call a to-did list, dictate how you spend every hour of your life after you leave that school. And the truth might sting. Your students, they don't need you to grade that paper. They don't need you to tweak that lesson. They need you to show up rested and present. Your work happens in the classroom with them, not at your kitchen table. The hard stop time is not laziness, it's wisdom. It's choosing to walk carefully with the hours God gave you. It's saying, this hour belongs to my family. This hour belongs to me, my rest. Start with one night. Pick one evening and honor the stop. You will be surprised how it feels. Before you close this video, I want you to do one thing. Drop in the comments the one thing school is stealing from you most right now. Is it your evenings? Is it your weekends? Your presence with your family? Your peace of mind? Your health? Tell me. I've been through all of those, plus some. I want to pray over what you share. Your answer might be what someone else watching this video needed to see. Thank you so much for watching today. I want you to know you are not meant to be consumed by the classroom. You were called to it. You were also called to a life, a joy-filled life that includes your family, your health, your rest, your relationship with God. The classroom will always need more of you. You need to know that God is calling you to stop giving the classroom your life. I'll see you in the next video.